Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Spirit of Justice. So, we've just finished, the first part of the trial of day 2, I guess. Now we're heading into the second part where Maya is going to be channeling the High Priest, which is going to be very interesting, I'm sure. Very interesting, I quote. Sorry, Maya, but this was the only way. You sure you're up for this?
Thanks for believing in me, Nick. Even though I don't know if my channeling ability is on point yet.
Psh, nah, you're fine, girl, you're fine. Oh, right. Before she started training here, her success rate was only about 30%. I'd call bullshit. I know you can do it, Maya. At least, I hope she can. So you sure you're ready?
Yeah. At least I think so.
You don't sound so confident. What about all your training?
Training's one thing. Actually doing it is another.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. If she fails to channel the High Priest, we're as good as dead. You guys are pretty much dead already, so...
Relax, Nick. You can count on me. I'll show you what my training's done for me. This will be a moment you'll never forget.
Okay. I just hope it's unforgettable in a good way.
Once we hear Abbot Inmy's story, I'm sure the truth will come to light.
I hope so. But he was hiding the fact that he was a rebel, so... I doubt it'll be as cut and dry as all that. They are ready for you. Please return to the Hall of Justice at once. Okay, Maya. I'm counting on you.
You got it. Here we go.
We have received official approval for the accused to channel a spirit here today. Now, if you will, Miss Faye, please proceed.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I can't believe this. Only the Queen should channel spirits. Execute them! Put them to death right now! Calm down, people! Goodness! Come on, Maya. I'm counting on you.
I have been studying here in Karayan for 2 years now, so that one day I will be the master of Karain, a village of spirit mediums back home. But first, I shall show you all the fruits of my training in your kingdom.
Wow, she seems really confident.
Huh. A neophyte practitioner such as you could not possibly channel a spirit.
Okay, Your Benevolence. How about this? If I succeed, will you stop calling me a neophyte?
Very well. If you succeed.
I'm sure she will.
Oh, I will. Just you watch. O spirit of to rust in me, slumbering in the twilight realm, return now to the world of the living.
I hope your eyes are ready for this. I hope you're ready for this.
What is this place?
Oh my! No! This cannot be!
Pokanka! It's the High Priest! The accused really channeled spirits! I don't believe it! The accused's spiritual power is the real deal! Go, Maya!
I do not understand! This cannot be! This simply cannot be! I must step out now before I forget myself.
Abbott in me!
Would this be the Twilight Realm? And what of this luxurious mane of hair? Is it perhaps a gift from the Holy Mother for decades of faithful service?
So Abbott in me?
My, but if it isn't His Majesty, have you, too, shuffled off that mortal coil?
Please, do not count me among the dead. It is only you who has passed on. But the spirit medium, Maya Fey, has brought you back among us today.
Why? Acolyte Fey has mastered the secret art of spirit channeling? I suppose that explains these gorgeous locks.
When I pass from this world, I too hope to be channeled with a full head of hair.
Though it be for the briefest of moments. I give thanks to this splendid coiffure. Praise be to the Holy Mother.
Of course you like being in a woman's body. Why not?
However, this kimono is a bit too snug for my tastes. If you would excuse me.
Oh god, he's gonna take off that thing, isn't he? Yes, he is. Oh my god, Doc!
There, that is better.
I've been this already once. The second time, it's not any better. Could we get to his testimony now? And I wish he'd keep his top on. Me too.
Why, you are that foreign lawyer that people speak of as of late. And is this not the Hall of Justice? Why have I been summoned here?
Forgive us for calling you back from your eternal rest. But you have been accused of murder. Might we ask you to testify on your own behalf?
I have been accused of murder? That is troubling indeed.
Can you testify without doing the weird noodly arm things? Or leg? Oh god. Ah! What's with that crazy pose?
Is this really cause for such astonishment? Even the lowliest of monks can achieve such body control with the proper training.
He's wearing high heels, which is... make it stop. Just make it stop. Oh, I wonder if Albie will be able to do that someday. Will the defense please explain the situation to the High Priest? I'd be happy to. Your disciple, Praise-a-Lot, has been murdered. It happened on the day before the purification rite. And the crime occurred in the rebel hideout hidden from within the inner sanctum. Excuse me.
Acolyte Salat? He has been killed? Who would do such a thing?
Someone who knew of the hideout and had access to the inner sanctum. In other words, you, Abbott and me. After all, weren't you secretly a rebel? Oh my god! Oh dear. That's still Maya's body. I hope he doesn't break anything. Wow, the High Priest is amazing. To think he had mastered such an advanced prayer pose. He's still worthy of our veneration if he is a rebel. Praise be to the Holy Mother. Praise be to the Holy Mother.
Oh my. Have my rebel allegiances been exposed? Not even my wife knew of that. It seems to rest in peace is not my fate.
Why did you, a devout priest of Koryanism, join the rebellion? The High Priest has come back to us for but a brief time, Defense. Shall we not cut to the chase and ask the most pressing of questions? Oh, right. Abbot and me, the prosecution believes the one who slew both you and Acolyte Zealot to be Maya Fey, who had been playing the role of Lady Kira in the rite.
Being that I was dead until just a moment ago, my memory is a bit hazy.
Could you please do your best to remember? The High Priest says his memory is hazy.
It is all coming back to me.
Of course it is.
It is as Prosecutor Samadhi concluded. I was slain by none other than Maya Fey.
The High Priest's statement has proven my assertions with regards to his murder correct. No! But what about Acolyte Zealot? You were the one who killed him, weren't you?
I know not about my disciple's murder. Furthermore, I have an alibi of my own.
An alibi? Seriously? It seems the testimony the defense had been hoping for is working against him. Now, Abbot and me, your testimony, if you please.
Yes, of course. I have an ironclad alibi for the time during which the murder took place. Just past noon on the day before the rite, I was entertaining guests at my home. And I believe my guests can corroborate this.
Sure. But aren't they dead? You had guests? Or are we talking about something else? Just past noon. That's right about the time Zealot was murdered. Are you sure about that?
Absolutely.
Come to think of it, Rafa told me about a spirit's memory.
A spirit's memory is cut off at the moment of death.
So even a spirit that is brought back after centuries doesn't sense any gap in time between the moment of its death and the moment it is channeled?
Yes, and yet it clearly recalls all of the memories it had in life.
The High Priest seems to know exactly what he's talking about. So the question is, what would be the best angle of attack? I don't know yet. We'll just press everything and hope for the best, right? For now? Yes? Yes. Let me go. You used the word alibi as if it were second nature.
Are you perhaps mocking me? Or is it perhaps the kingdom of Koryan itself you wish to ridicule?
Come on, everyone and their grandma knows what alibi means. We're not a bunch of country bumpkins here. We have plenty of courtroom dramas on TV. We've seen plenty? Is that what you're saying? Peace, I say. Mr. Wright, would you care to clarify your last statement? But please, don't take it the wrong way. It's just, alibi is a rather technical term for a priest to use so naturally.
I assure you, I know how to use the term. In fact, I had even hoped for a chance to do so one day.
Really?
I suppose that even I, a high priest, am not immune to such trivial worldly attachments.
Oh, I see. Still, he seems unusually calm and composed. It's almost as if he had prepped himself for something like this. guest? And you were entertaining them personally?
That I was. We gathered around the table for a most enjoyable conversation.
He said his guest could corroborate his alibi. That can't be good for our case. Are you sure that was the same day as the murder? Maybe you've misremembered.
Yeah? Do not test my mnemonic faculties. I may have died, but my memories up to that point are crystal clear.
Sorry. He's pretty thin-skinned for a priest. Though I guess I should have known better than to doubt his memory.
A spirit's memory is cut off at the moment of death.
So even a spirit that is brought back after centuries doesn't sense any gap in time between the moment of its death and the moment it is channeled?
Yes, and yet it clearly recalls all of the memories it had in life.
Ah, there's nothing better than enjoying Gingil cuisine with dear friends. That way, everyone's breath becomes equally malodorous.
Right. And who exactly were your guests that day? Don't tell me they were rebels, so they can't be called here to testify.
It was none other than His Majesty, along with his family. He couldn't attend the rite due to work, so he stopped by ahead of time. My, how his daughter has grown.
Wait a second. Let me set the record straight right now. I am not a rebel. Thank you for that wonderful meal, Abbott and me. Lady Inmate's cooking simply cannot be beat. Stop doing that.
So there you have it.
When exactly was His Majesty at your home?
He was there from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Indeed, precisely the time period within which Acolyte Selot was slain.
Wait, how did you know that? You said you didn't... What? Yes, and we had a rousing chat concerning the game of Kuchudamal. Kachudamal. Oh, but... I'll just have that added to the testimony. After all, it was I who visited the High Priest's home. But we never said when he died. Not to him, anyway.
My guests that day were His Majesty and his family. They visited from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m.
Your Majesty, are you sure this testimony is completely accurate?
As sure as can be.
Oh, how wonderful it is to finally have my actions be admissible as evidence in court.
His Majesty was at my home during the exact time period of the murder. Come, let us put this behind us. I could not have possibly committed this crime.
How can you be so sure? What if the clock or watch you were using was off, or you misread the time?
There was a clock right near the table, and it had the exact same time as my watch.
Now do you understand, lawyer? As you can see, my alibi is airtight. Or do you still think I could have killed Acolyte Selot?
Well, your alibi seems solid, but something still seems kind of fishy. His Majesty's a witness? Are you satisfied now? No? There is not a single discrepancy in Abbott and me's alibi. Now it's too perfect, yo. If I give up now, it's all over. Now hold on a second. Is there anything wrong with the High Priestess' testimony? Yes, there is. There is a discrepancy in the High Priestess' testimony. There is? Well then, perhaps you could explain what it might be. This is what was wrong with his testimony. He's too friendly with the judge. He knew the time of the crime. And he said he didn't know what happened to his, to Praise-a-Lot. After Adapa in me was channeled, no one ever stated what time Acolyte Zalot was murdered. Now that you mention it. Despite that, you claim to have an alibi from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. That means you knew that Acolyte Zalot was dead. When you were still alive.
Ah!
Wait. I think I saw something just now. No, I must be imagining things. So, tell me, how did you know that what time the crime had been committed?
About that. Open your heart! Let the Holy Mother in!
Why, we've been blessed with the High Priest's sacred words of prayer! That was a prayer?
All who serve Her Holiness must strive to banish worldly desires from their soul. Open your heart! Let the Holy Mother in! Purge your mind of greed and bias!
I feel as if my very soul has been cleansed. You can't fool me. Prayer may banish worldly desires, but it can't make a contradiction disappear. What do you want? How can you be so sure? What's that supposed to mean? This lawyer seems to think little of the power of Karaya's power. A prayer. Ugh. Huh? Excuse him for not being Karayanese. Abbott and me was at home during the crime, but knew of what happened at the hideout. I believe this can be explained thusly. He must have had a way to monitor the hideout from his home. What?
You never cease to amaze, Prosecutor. As he has surmised, there was a listening device installed at the hideout. It enabled me to instantly learn of anything unusual, even when I was not there.
Remember, the rebels had been using this as a top-secret hideout. It would be perfectly natural for them to install such an apparatus. Wait, come to think of it, when I was searching the rebel hideout... There's something under the banner. A microphone? What's this doing here? Was someone trying to record something with it? That was a listening device.
It starts recording whenever it detects movement. And I heard just such a recording after His Majesty and his family left. If you look in the desk in my study, you will find the tape in question.
All right then. Bailiff. Yes, Your Majesty. Go retrieve the tape in question from the High Priest's home. At once, Your Majesty. The power of Karayan is prayer. Even a putrid brain such as yours should understand it now. It's like the contradiction really did vanish. We shall ascertain the content of the recording once we have the tape. In the meantime, I would ask Abbott and me to continue with his testimony.
Very well.
I heard everything. Did you? Really?
I was entertaining His Majesty and his family when the crime occurred. When I listened to the tape later, I heard a man and a woman quarreling. It sounded like an altercation between Acolyte Selot and Acolyte Faye. After that, there was a loud noise, followed by a haunting silence.
I have to find some way to attack his alibi. If only Maya were here. Well, I mean, she has a way of putting me at ease. But seeing her like this is only creeping me out. Though the High Priest was a rebel, he was still a Koreanist holy man. Therefore take care in your questioning, lest you invoke the ire of our people. How dare you suspect the High Priest! May the Holy Mother strike him blind! As if this wasn't hard enough already. Nice try, but I'll stop at nothing to find the truth. Okay, this testimony is gonna be kind of weird, because there's gonna be a lot of adding testimonies here and there. We're gonna skip this one for now. You heard everything from a recording?
Indeed. Each night, I would secretly check what the listening device had recorded. I would have been in serious trouble with my lovely wife had she discovered my secret.
Can you really tell what happened by the audio alone?
Long years of ascetic training have sharpened my hearing. It is but a simple matter for me to ascertain a situation by the sounds I hear.
Practicing Koreanism improves your hearing?
Hearing is but one of the senses it can improve. If one can focus and attain inner peace, all 5 senses can be sharpened. Why, the warbot over by the bazaar just cried. Did you not hear it?
Give me a break. Hold on, are you sure about those voices? Was it really Acolyte Zayla and Miss Faye?
I'd say that was the most reasonable conclusion under the circumstances. Or perhaps Acolyte Faye has an alibi that you can prove?
I'm afraid not.
Then I suggest you make like a mollusk and clam up. Now, I will continue my testimony if I may.
A loud noise. I'd say that's worth looking into.
It was a terrible crashing sound. Poor Acolyte Salat. It must have felt so heavy.
It must have been the sound of that stone slab falling over. Should I have him add that statement to his testimony? Let's have him add it. Please, add that statement to your testimony.
As you wish. I would describe the noise as a terrible crash. Poor Salat. It must have felt so heavy.
Okay. I'll go back and press the first statement after this one. So all he knows about the crime is what he heard on the tape? And he was with his Majesty and his family at the time.
Now that I have proven the soundness of my alibi, I believe it is about time for me to return to the Twilight Realm.
Hell no. What's the rush? Why not enjoy some more time among the living? I better find a way to attack his alibi soon. I'll just have to press harder and hope something useful comes out. Alright, we're gonna press the first statement now. You were entertaining Miss Magistry and his family during the crime?
Indeed. My wife, Belib, was treating them to her wonderful home cooking.
Your wife was there that day?
Why, yes. She was in the kitchen cooking up a storm the entire time.
Come to think of it, I don't think I saw her at all that day.
She takes her culinary duties most seriously, you see.
That doesn't scream suspicious, I don't know what does.
That is why she was in the kitchen cooking without pause the entire day.
So the judge never saw Mrs. in me. Should I have Abbott in me add that statement to his testimony? Yes. Please add that statement to your testimony.
As you wish. My wife, Believe, was in the kitchen cooking the entire time.
Okay, we're gonna continue on this cross-examination in the next video because we are unfortunately out of time. I don't think we're gonna be able to finish this by then, so we'll finish next time. See you guys then!